Hey there, friends and enemies, Joby here again, and today I want to talk to you guys once again about the secret layer problem that Magic the Gathering has, and this is summarized by what we're seeing with the Deadpool secret layer, which is still available. And quite frankly, I don't know who this was made for outside of die-hard Deadpool fans. This is especially true with the final, really final bundle, which has multiple copies of these cards that most players already have multiple copies of. Some of them are like really commander staples, but you can only use one at a time. So if you're building a Deadpool deck, why would you need 3 copies of these? It doesn't really make sense. And this whole set, all 4 of these secret layers, like the fixed it one, you got the foil edition, and then you got the party foil edition, as well as the final bundle, are all still available. Not a single one sold out. I remember early into middle of last year where secret layers would drop. If you weren't there before it dropped to get in line, if you weren't there like trying to pull one of the tricks to get into the queue, or if your queue was over an hour, you just wouldn't get the secret layer. Nowadays, we see that so many of these are still available. We've got Ninja Turtles ones, we've got Dungeons and Dragons ones. This is very surprising because the Dungeons and Dragons sets and the Dungeons and Dragons in general feels like it's pretty popular even amongst the people that don't really care for universes beyond. We've got Fallout, we've got Avatar, God of War, Furby as well. And then you look further on, and we've got the Dan Dan deck. This is more recent than the Ninja Turtles, for example, and sold out pretty quickly. And this is unsurprising. This is a very sought after deck that a lot of people were looking forward to. A lot of Magic players really like the Dan Dan crossover for sure. But then you look, there are some of the Ninja Turtle sets that did sell out already, which is good for those sets. But then you keep moving the Chaos Vault. All these Chaos Vaults sold out immediately, all dice. So you look at some of the Dungeons Dragons also sold out. You keep going to the Chaos Vault once again. The pure Magic ones seem to sell out pretty much every time. The Universes Beyond ones are much more hit or miss. And I think there's multiple factors to this. One, there is Universes Beyond fatigue, right? Even if you're not as opposed to UB as other people are, like I'm not super against Universes Beyond. The fact that we're getting so many secret layers that are Universes Beyond, so many sets in a row, or like in such a short span that are Universes Beyond, I think is a major reason why we're seeing this fatigue. Because like the Deadpool one, unless you're a diehard Deadpool fan, those cards are not super desirable without having a Deadpool deck. And I think that's going to be pretty limited for what you're looking for. But that being said, if the secret layers include good cards, they will sell out. So I don't think it's necessarily all doom and gloom for Magic or secret layers in general. I do understand why people are burnt out on these. I do feel like they're probably releasing too many secret layers, too many Universes Beyond secret layers in total. But it's not like we're seeing the collapse of Magic the Gathering or anything like that. It's just an indication that while last summer was very hype, things have definitely slowed down quite a bit. We are on the road to the next big set, the Strixhaven set. So there should be more like in-universe content, not only for the cards that are in the set, hopefully a secret layer as well. And I'll be very curious to see how quickly that sells out, if it does at all, how good the cards are, all that kind of good stuff. I think there's a lot of reasons to be excited about Strixhaven from what I've seen, and I'm going to start covering that a lot more. If you missed it, I did take a break from the channel for a bit just because I was a little burnt out on Magic. There was so much going on, but I think I'm refreshed and back and ready to go. But anyway, I do feel like this is an interesting kind of summary of the state of Magic and how the ebbs and flows are of the game. And if you are looking for any of these secret layers, this is what is currently available. If you want Ninja Turtles one, if you want to bundle some of these together and not have to stress about waiting in line, battling a queue, or anything like that, there are a ton that are still available to purchase. And yeah, as somebody who is a fan of a lot of these Universes Beyond, like I actually purchased the God of War one myself just because I'm a massive God of War fan. It's just not super popular with a lot of people, and that's understandable. So I'll be very curious to see what the future holds with a lot of the or the secret layers in general, but also the Universe Beyond sets. I'm a big Deadpool fan, so maybe I'll pick up the cheapest version of this just to have, and then add in some others that I've been looking forward to picking up, like this one right here, the Last Ronin one, because I think that looks pretty sick, even though the cards are not super viable. So I do feel like these are some that I'm curious. I might pick some up sooner rather than later, but I just want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like the video as always, comment, subscribe. Have a good one, and I'll catch you all later.